Jerks. Now, if that was the mirror, I'm gonna be very sad. I'm very sad now because of that. Hopefully Frog is just sitting right here. If Frog's sitting right here, we're good. Yes! Uh-oh. How did I not die? Oh, no, there I died. Oh, yes, cheese strats. What did I do? Did I break the boss? I guess you can't do that. Don't shoot at me. No, I said don't shoot at me. Because you have to get ready for blind and everything. Oh man, I missed my duck. That's all X is good for. Is using his small size. Oops. Yeah, sure, I insult X and then I hit spikes. That's just how it works. Oh jeez, get out of my way. That's where all the trolls were. I don't even know what I just did there. That was it? This is usually the part where I started dying. Yeah, like that. That was exactly it. I don't think I've actually posted a speedrun time for that, but I did time it, and I want to say my best time on that was like 26 minutes. Haha, you tried to shoot me, but you couldn't. I missed again. Right after taunting. Go! Okay, so now I can die at the boss. This is farther than I expected. Oh, well, there, you gotta jump there, don't ya? But Contra's so fun. Made it? Nope, guess I didn't make it. Alright. Oh no. Biscuits. So Paradox Cave had lots of defense. Good evening, happy Monday, welcome to camp. It is time for A Link to the Past randomizer on a weeknight. That never happens, but we're gonna do it anyway. I've got an early enough start here where I feel like we can probably get this in, and even if it goes 2+ hours, I'll still get to bed at a decent time. Oh yeah, the only command I've got over on Mix It Up right now is the Bad Day one. That was just a test one to see if I could actually get it through. Because Mix It Up was not responding to YouTube comments. And it is now, which is great, because then I can start making things hopefully a little more interactive on the YouTube side. But yeah, let's... It does? Oh, is that changing your, Is that changing your avatar? I had no idea that was even a command for stream avatars. And I've only been using stream avatars for a couple years now. Don't like the way the webcam is sitting. That's a little better. Hey Born, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. Yeah, let's get this going here. We've got a slightly longer mode set than the one I've been doing on most weekends when I try to do a double rando night. Instead of just doing boots, flute with no boss shuffle, we're doing boots, flute, or doing starting boots, no flute, and a boss shuffle. Hey Dweem, welcome in. Thanks for the good luck. Hope you're having a good Monday. Oh, it sometimes takes a little bit for stream avatars to load them. I should probably start tracking things. Neither of those are very useful. I don't have any use for the piece of heart or that's... Well, that key could maybe be useful if we have to run all the way around. bombs, 20s, arrows. That's not great. Hey JP, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. Let's actually see what the bush crab has. Ooh, bombs. Yes, give me. Come back here. All right, that's 6. That is a good number of bombs to start with here. And that's just arrows. That is very nice. Yep. Yeah, I simul stream on YouTube and Twitch. Twitch is kind of secondary for me. YouTube is where my focus is. Oh, hopefully everything goes good with the winding down. I know that can sometimes be a major chore. Like, depending on how everything in the day went, it's just like it's more difficult to actually settle back in. Ooh, that is really nice. Now we can actually get the items in the back of Escape next time we go back to Sanctuary. Like last seed, I had to go through Aga 1 to get all my required Dark World stuff in the Dark World. And now here we've got one of the pieces. We just need a Moon Pearl, and either a hammer or a glove. And there will be no Aga 1. We've already got all 10 of our bombs. Let's see, nothing else, just bombs. Why'd I pick up that sign? Oh, I love Kevin Smith movies. We watched Clerks 2 probably about 80 times when I was in college. That was one of our background noise movies. Moon Pearl, all right. So all we're missing now is the mitts or a hammer. First compass is to Skull Woods, very nice. The compass will tell you what the boss of the level is before you actually get to the boss. Easter was a little busy, but pretty good. Hope yours went well. Because this is not a lot of money. Need to have at least $100 to go pay a visit to, well, to go get the, okay, that's a better start. You need $100 to get the bottle vendor. Right, we're refilled on bombs. Might have to do a loop around here. Another compass to Pod, very nice. Pod and Skull Woods both have bosses that are kind of out of the way. So those are always the ones that you really like. Those compasses are the ones, well, any compass is going to be good. Like, with the exception of Thieves Town, none of the bosses are really all that close. And the nice thing about a boss shuffle is you can just walk right into the boss room of Thieves Town. You don't need to go and rescue the maiden from the cell and everything. The hammer, that is Dark World access at 4 minutes. Holy buckets. Black Hole Chicken is not a success. The run is invalid. God, it's like, do I follow all this stuff into the Dark World now, or do we just keep going about normal business here? Oh, how'd the birthday party go? Another compass to Meyer. Oh, I gotta watch Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back again. Or Mallrats, or Clerks. Or Clerks 2. Dogma. We will take $300. That is a good chunk of Zora money right there. Chasing Amy, that was the other one. Like, I know I'm missing one of those. 10 arrows, we do not care about that. All right, one thing I'm gonna do here quick before we actually go and do the Link's house portion of the light world, I want to go get the sanctuary, the stuff from Back of Escape. I mean, I could go to the Dark World, I could do Thieves Town, there's Hype Cave. I could actually do Hype Cave right away. Like Hype Cave in South Dark World. Alright, that was a whole lot of nothing. I wonder if that actually doesn't seem like a terrible idea. The mirror? Wow, okay. That is a little bit ridiculous. I haven't seen Clerks 3 at all. That came out at, well, I don't really see many movies that aren't kids' movies these days. Alright, heart piece. A sword, very nice. Wow, well, I mean, that sword is very good. I like the sword. How do we want to play this? Oh, I didn't know YouTube had free movies other than just like finding one there. Eastern and Swamp. Actually, I think this is the way to route it. I can, on the way to Dig Game, I can hit the Arrow Game. We can get enough money for Zora. And then we can hit Zora at the end of that loop there. Hopefully we'll have a better idea. I mean, well, I don't know who the boss is in Thieves Town, though. Without knowing who the boss is in Thieves Town, I might not necessarily have much luck going there. But we can do this. The flippers! Like, I could go into Thieves Town, but maybe I can't finish it. Alright, so we'll do... Yeah, first things first, we'll do Arrow Game a bunch of times. Well, twice. Then we'll do Dig Game. And then after that, we should have more than enough money, assuming I don't screw this up. We should have more than enough money to visit Zora. Alright, good start. You can do this twice before the hands end up being off, lining up in a way that they block your shots. One more. There we go. I guess we might still get blocked if Dig Game does not give us enough money back. Oh, they changed the free movies? That's pretty cool. Yeah, I know for a while ad blocker, I always used to get like messages about ad blockers, but then that stopped happening. Come on, just get me over 500. That'll do. All right, so we're done with Dig Game now. South Dark World is done. We've got enough money for Zora. So now we can go back to the Light World checks. And most of the movies that I'd watch are things that I already own. Like old horror movies from the 80s. There's so much green on the map right now. We'll take the bomb refill. Oh, I almost botched that. Unfortunately, that 8 bombs is going to have to be left behind. Yeah, there was just that really big disaster thing with, was it the Nvidia got their account banned because some TV station in like Italy reused their footage and then claimed everything as their own, and even though they took from Nvidia, Nvidia's still got banned or something. But that was all taken care of now. But that's like, that just shows how bad the copyright system is. Like, I've had people try to claim music from games that I was playing that are like, they're in Brazil. They have no affiliation with Squaresoft or anything like that. But they're trying to claim that, like, or like it's on Twitch with DuckTales The Moon. Anyone that plays that song gets hit with copyrights. So if you play DuckTales, you basically have to be willing to not monetize your stream or anything like that, or like your VODs. They shouldn't ban people for playing on a different system. Yeah, I've had to do that with a bunch of, like, that's the reason I used to use, my Dark World track for this MSU. Ooh, Cane of Samaria, that is the best item in the game, and we can get it. Like, my MSU, for the MSU I'm using right now, the Dark World theme wasn't Sigma Stage 1 for Mega Man X, it was Judgment Day from Final Fantasy VII. And I love that track, but if there was ever even the most brief pause in me talking, it would get me, I'd have to mute that section or I'd lose monetization on that stream. I'm like, that is so dumb. And well, no, that one was legitimate. That one was being claimed by like Squaresoft. But when I played the Magic of Scheherazade, I think it was, the overworld theme from the past was being claimed by someone in Brazil. I'm like, okay, you have no affiliation with Culture Brain or whatever company made this. You're not the composer. So I had to I had to cut out all the audio in huge sections of that. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm not worried about it. I just took off the volume on those, and I've learned what tracks that happens to and doesn't, so I just avoid anything that starts getting hit with those. It's basically just, it makes things easier for me so I don't have to do as much after the fact editing. Do we go up to Hera right now? Or up the mountain? I don't want to go into Thieves yet, because this really isn't a very good loadout. Oh, I should have came through here from the Dark World. Right, we're still doing all the early game stuff. I'd like to find a few more compasses just to give me a better idea of who's in what dungeon. So we got Quake. I know if I dip into Eastern, we do know who the boss in Eastern is. Like, I don't mind the heart pieces. I'd like to see full hearts right now, but since it looks like we're going to be Dark World bound pretty soon, I'm not going to object to having more health. Compass. To the Tower of Hera, that's perfect. I mean, Hera could still be fire-locked. But I was planning on going up the mountain. I love getting all these compasses in a boss shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 early compasses. Unfortunately, the Ganon's Tower one isn't going to be of much use to us. I believe that's only in Key Sanity where it'll show how much is left. Alright. So we're starting to get rid of most of the Light World green spots on the tracker. I do still have to remember the Cane of Samaria is on the island. And depending on who the boss of Ice Palace is, we might be able to get into finish Ice relatively easily. Hey Fun, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. And you had a good weekend. Weekend was busy, but pretty good here. Not coming up with much that's useful. Let's see, we can use the hammer on the big guard. Then we can mirror out, go get Dark Cross. The mushroom. Well, that could be interesting. Jerk. All right, so now we are going to sequence break this. Oh, no, this is just going to be the map, isn't it? Yeah, this is just a dungeon item. So that's nothing that's even remotely worth going to. Going for the star. Hey Jacob, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. Thanks for the good luck. No, actually, this is gonna be a gigantic waste of time running all the way up here to turn in the mushroom. But my brain is like, but what if the mushroom turn in is the bow? If this is the bow, I might be able to finish Eastern. As it stands now, I don't think I'm going into Eastern though. I think we'll do Saha's Closet and then head up the mountain. Compass to Turtle Rock. That is not a very exciting one because odds are I'm not going to go to Turtle Rock. Towel with mushroom. It reminds me of Towley from South Park. At least I think that was the name. I haven't watched South Park since college, so I might be misremembering. It was a towel that liked to get high. Pretty sure the name was Towley. Alright, green pendant is Ice Palace. That was trash. Wait, how are they? Oh, I have the flute here. How did I misclick the flute? The mountain isn't in logic right now. I was like, yeah, I'll just go up to the mountain. But the mountain's not in logic yet, so we're gonna try to stay in logic here. And we are gonna head into the Village of Outcasts and Thieves Town. I mean, I could have dipped into Eastern there. That probably would have been smart. Towel Day is in May. Oh, geez, it's almost May. Well, not almost. We're still at the start of April. Hey, all, welcome in. Thanks for the good luck. Hope you're having a good Monday. There we go. Finally, a little bit of magic that I have nothing to use with yet. Probably would have been smarter to grab Samaria before I did this. That's too late now. So we've got 2 potential items in here. Ideally, this will be a small key. Perfect. Then we can just go to the left. Uh-oh. Out of the way. The mitts! That is just a beautiful find. Alright, let's see the other item. So what do the mitts actually give us? Well, I mean, Smith Chain is kind of gross. What did the mitts give us? Okay, you get out of my way. Okay, yeah, mitts didn't actually unlock a whole lot here. Uh-oh. Don't touch the wall master. Phew. Okay, we made it. And we got the second item, and it's Bombos. Oh, who's the boss in here? And we have Vitreous. Oh no, it's Argus. So that's actually some really good info there. We got the mitts, and we got Bombos. So Bombos means that, actually that means we can go into Ice Palace. I mean, it'd be really gross, but Ice Palace is... Wait, isn't Ice Palace an option? We've got the hammer. Got Bombos. I can get Samaria. Oh, the heart attack, heart attacks at any age are bad, especially that, like, when they're earlier, though. But at least, hopefully, what they've got you on now is helping. It can always be kind of a crapshoot. How weird is it to watch a video of yourself getting surgery like that? I feel like that would make me wildly, well, mainly just because I don't like watching that kind of stuff. Like, if it's in a horror movie, no problem. But if it's something a little more real... Ganon's Tower, I wanted something else. I was hoping for Thieves Town. I mean, after this, there is all of Smith Chain that we can do. Out of my way. I'll take 50. Yeah, that kind of stuff. I still remember like the first time you have heartburn or something like that, and you're so certain it's going to be a heart attack. But that just ends up being not anything as serious. Oh, John Candy was so awesome. It's like one of those, the rare, genuinely nice people. Ow. Don't want that. Going up the sides of your throat to your molars? Ugh. Yeah, that doesn't sound pleasant at all. Alright, the big... Yeah, I got diagnosed with acid reflux like 20 years ago, but it's all just... Like, I'll take Prilosec a couple times a year. But other than that, it's just primarily I know what things cause me to have a lot of acid issues. Or like on night like tonight, my oldest daughter really wanted to have this salsa that I make. It's basically like black beans, corn with some peppers, mild chunky salsa, and a bunch of cheese. And after we had that, I'm like, okay, I know this is probably going to give me heartburn, so I just popped 3 extra strength Tums as a preemptive measure. Uh-oh. Yeah, Nexium is the first one they had me on. I remember that was like $6 a tablet, and I'm like, why? Like, I got a new dentist started working at the place I go to, and one of the first things he said to me when I walked in there, he's like, he was looking in my mouth, he's like, oh, do you have acid reflux? It's like, yeah. He's like, oh, I can tell just by looking at your teeth, like the wear and everything. So I'm like, oh, that's great. Oh yeah, well this was like 20 years ago when when they gave me Nexium when they first diagnosed me. They had me try it for a month. Like, but I wasn't gonna pay that amount per pill. Oh, rats. I was really hoping the item would be here. Now we gotta go into another room. And then hopefully this is a beatable boss. The problem with this though is like, if it's something like Helmasaur, if I had the Master Sword or like an extra bottle, I don't think it'd be a problem, but Without that, I don't know if I can beat Helmasaur with the fighter's sword and the hammer and no mail upgrade or anything like that. So let's just go for like something easy. Perfect. They really don't get any easier than Mothula. Yeah, I remember when, like, in high school or college, it's just like, yeah, everything's great. Why am I going this way? We haven't even rescued the frog. And now I'm 43. My life is likely more than half over already. So now everything's about trying to, like, make sure that the kids are taken care of and everything, and make sure they've still got a world to live in. Uh-oh. That's better. Let's see, we already did that. The shovel. Okay, well, we can swing by that on the way through. This would be such a great seed if it wasn't for the boss shuffle. And like, I could sequence break through Gary's cave and get up to the mountain that way, but I don't want to miss out on getting something really, really nice like a lamp, because at this point the lamp isn't forcing us into Aga 1, so we want the lamp now. Let's see, so I guess after we turn this in, I could go and grab Samaria. Because Samaria's sitting right there. Why am I going that way? Yeah, we could go to Lake Hylia Island. There's still North Dark World checks that we can do with the mirror. That I probably should have done earlier. Ow, who put you there? Yeah, I think we'll go grab Samaria. I've got North Dark World I can do. Probably should have went to Agina there, but who wants that? And do I want to take Samaria and dip into ice here? No, I don't. I mean, I probably should take some. If I had a compass for ice, I'd go in there right now and see if we can beat that boss. But without the compass, I'm really not that incentivized to go into Ice Palace right now. And having that starting flute would have been really good to get up on the mountain. We want to go this way. And see, after this, I can always go into... We don't have a bow for Pod. We can take this, we can get the mirror checks, go get homie fish, then go and hit, what's it called? Pyramid ledge. And then it's all dungeons at this point. That is 100% Trueborn. I still remember when my cats were still around. I was always like, just enjoy these moments, because like both my parents are still here. Zelda and Lorelei were still around, and it's like, I mean, that was this time last year. So it's like, enjoy this while it lasts, because I mean, you know, Zelda was 20 years, 2 months, and 2 days, and Lorelei was like 2 months and 2 days shy of being 20. So they both were very old. We're gonna do this to keep the portal. But just trying to make sure you're not taking that for granted. King's Tomb. Ether. Okay, we've got all the medallions, but that doesn't do anything for us right now. Yikes, B. Still no bottles either. I'd really like to have a bottle. Oh no! That's good news about your cat conquering diabetes. I didn't know they could even cure that in cats, but that's awesome that they can. I know I've heard some stuff about like trials for people, like they were doing something with cells that could reactivate the pancreas, but unfortunately that's probably something that's never gonna be allowed to see the light of day, because that costs too much money to the hospitals and everything. Okay, well, let's just not die before we get to homie fish. We need to survive here. All right, homie fish, give me a bow or a hook shot. And I guess we can see what the stun prize is on this seed. Small magic is good, but when you have quarter magic, it's a lot less interesting. I would have really preferred a heart. You got lucky, Fireball. I was banning a bot. That was really close. Yeah, hook shot is so nice. Let's run by those. Actually, am I gonna go into... Do I even want to go into pod from here? Thanks, Fairy. For sure, and then it started flying back at me. Another 50 bucks. I was really hoping one of these checks would have been something, because now I've got to go into dungeons that might not be clearable. We've already done Skull Woods. I mean, Ice Palace definitely seems like a viable option here, but I think what I'm gonna do is we're gonna dip pod, because if we dip pod, then we can just mirror right into Eastern from there. Uh-oh. Murderdactyl. And if we can just mirror into Eastern, we can kind of get both of those. so I just need to survive. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That was too many enemies in one. Oh, great. The tentacles are back. Okay. We're in. Yeah, that kind of happened with one of my parents' cats when I was growing up. She was in the emergency vet for a couple days, and they basically said her kidneys are failing, and she wasn't too old. How old would she have been at that point? Maybe like 6 or 7? And we had like a little family meeting about, well, what do we want to do with this? Do we want to... This is bow locked. Do we want to keep her around, or do we want to just let her go? And my mom, brother, and sister were like, let's just let her go, and my dad and I refused. And then we ended up like having to give her IV fluids daily, but like after 5 years, the vet, like, we don't know, like, let's check her numbers again, because they had been monitoring her numbers, and then her kidneys were back to normal. In the last like 3 years of her life, she didn't have to be on daily IV fluids. You've got to be kidding me. So bow locked, Eastern, bow in Eastern, and who's the boss here? And it's Moldorm. If I can get through that dark room. And we can go back into pod now. Blue mail, all right, that's good. This is where I really wish the stun prize was hearts. I'm kind of tempted to death warp just to go back to the start, because I can sequence break and get through. I can beat Moldorm if we can get there. It's just a matter of getting through that one dark room. Oh wait, there's fairies in here. That's right, I can just grab the fairies, we're fine. Some arrows is in Paradox Cave, okay. Oh wait, that's not Paradox, I was thinking Mimic Cave. Actually, let's do this at the end. I can go down one of those, so we're gonna have to go over here to get the big key. Wait, what? That's the hard part. Like, a lot of people don't look at cats the same way they do as, like, dogs. But, like, the cat we still have here, one of my wife's cats, she's like a dog in cat form. Uh-oh. Really careful. And like, Lorelei followed me everywhere. Like, sometimes I'll still think I see one of them running down the stairs or something, like walking, not running down the stairs, but walking by the bed here to come over to this area of the room. Alright, just give me a fire rod or a lamp. Okay, I can do this. Got it. Yes! Okay, now we can clear Eastern and go right back into Pod. With this lovely bow. There we go, spin to win. Now we can get the hammer out. We don't have to worry about this falling into a pit. So much nicer when you don't have to worry about a pit. Alright, that is 2 Triforce pieces. And a red crystal. I still remember I was with a couple friends and we went to one of our friends' houses that I hadn't met before. And they were like, "Oh, just be careful of my cat. This cat hates everybody. So if you go near it, it's gonna attack you." And I was just sitting on the couch and the cat walked up, laid behind me, and I was just kind of like going like this, petting the cat. And the guy was like, "What is going on here? Your cat likes you more than it likes me." I'm like, cats like me. I like cats more than people. I like dogs more than people. Why are you not breaking that? Ow. Okay, so we're gonna get at least one small key over here. That's not gonna work. Well, I guess that still worked. Okay, here we go, up. There's our small, probably gonna get a lot of smalls. The front of Pod is usually pretty small key loaded. I really want to see a lamp though. Like I don't want to try to navigate that dark room without a lamp. And maybe I pull up a map and see how it goes, but last time I tried that, I got absolutely slaughtered by the Dodongos. Boy, who's blind? You know what? If I don't find the lamp in here, maybe we pull up a map, we give it one try if I can't get the big key or anything. We'll give it one shot. If I get through with the map, awesome. If I don't, we'll just come back later, but that's the big key. Have I found any items in here yet? One sec, sweetie. Just had to get her on that. All right, you're good. Ready to go to bed?
Yeah.
Yeah, is it going to be a good sleep night?
Probably not.
Probably not? Why not?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
You're not going to have a tummy bubble. You're going to be just fine. You don't have to worry about tummy bubbles. Nothing to worry about.
I forgot to read. Oh.
You forgot to read. Oh no.
Yeah, now I'm gonna have to read at Mama's bed. Sad.
Oh, how convenient.
She offered.
She did. Yeah. I'm sure Freddy wants to lay down too. He loves laying down.
They're both very tired right
Yeah, they tend to be very sleepy puppies. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
All right, love you. Sleep
you.
good.
Good night.
Hey, Pepper, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. Okay, I'm gonna try it. I'm pulling up a map right now. Stupid dodongos. Okay, where am I? Okay, so we're probably there. Okay, I must be over here. Okay, we got another dodongo. Okay, I must be here. Where's my item? There it is. All right. We're doing this. We're navigating. Okay, so now we go this way. Another bottle. What, are all the bottles hidden in here? Hey! Easy. Maybe it's time I learn how to do that room in the dark. And now I've actually got bottles. And there's still the basement room with the turtles that's going to be really difficult. Man, if I can beat that though. Yeah, this isn't a gimme. This isn't a gimme at this point. Oh, that's right, Mirror Shield. Listen to their pathetic, feeble attacks tink off the best shield. All right, here we go. There's my door. I wonder if Ice Palace... Well, I mean, there's still a Gina. Ooh, 3. Four. 5. One more. Where are you? Come on. Got him. That's the wrong way. Push block is like here? No. Got it. Okay. No, we're just gonna run. Oh, this is a bad room for blind. I can't get behind. Down here, please. Uh-oh. We're using one. Not worth dying and having to come all the way back here. So that is 3 Triforce pieces. How on earth? Is Spike Cave in logic right now? I can't even get to the mountain logically. Okay, we're gonna turn in the bottle. There's still a Gina. Other than that, we've got Ice Palace. And we've got Hookless Swamp. Give me a lamp. And it's very likely I cannot do... Well, Swamp is such a pain to get... I don't have the flute. Hey, Grand, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. It's Monday. Yeah, that's true. Lamp wouldn't have been in logic. That's a very good point. This is the wrong way. This is not how we get to Gina. Yeah, normally I start myself with the flute just to save time. But tonight I'm like, oh, if I can get an early start at like a little after 7, then if it's a 2-hour seed, it's not that big of a deal. And now I'm really wishing I gave myself a starting flute, because we've got, I mean, I could sequence break the mountain. I know how to navigate that dark room. But I also know that I'm going to want the lamp. Or the flute. One of those two is going to be my mountain access. So I'm just kind of trying to stay in logic here at this point until one of them shows up. ABA, always bomb a Gina. And of course, Agina had nothing. Okay, so our answer is either in Ice Palace or Swamp. And I can't really do a whole... I've got one... I mean, Hookless Swamp is not ideal. Hey, Dimension X, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. Welcome on your other channel, Ken. So yeah, I think we gotta do Ice Palace. I don't know who the boss is in here because of the lack of compass. But it's probably more likely that we can beat the boss in Ice Palace than us being able to finish all of going into Hookless Swamp. Wakey wakey. But Hookless Swamp does have the item density. Cache is held by someone friendly. Who is someone friendly? Is that Saha with the green pendant turn in? Whoops. Almost lost the microphone. Oh, Hobo. Yeah, I already went there. The map. Awesome. Right, no hook shot or anything, so this is... I wish I knew who the boss was in here. Because there are, like, I can't beat Argus, we still can't do Trinex. Helmasaur would not be fun. That was not right. That wasn't right either. Nope. I better not have forgot how to do this again. Why aren't you going through there? Hey, Ken. Hope you... Oh, Ken? I got that. There we go. The big key. Okay, that's nice to have here. It's always nice to get the big key early in Ice Palace. You stay there. The flute, there we go. That opens up a lot of good stuff. So Ice Palace was the answer. Let's see if we can finish this out. Well, there's that hook. Without the hook shot, I still can't do as much as I'd like to in Ganon's Tower. Like, we can get the right side, we could maybe get to the boss, but there's still, like, I don't like running through Ganon's Tower without having... Oop. Compass to this dungeon, who is it? Armos Knights, beautiful. So if I screw up this bomb jump, which I likely will, we can't get through. So I'm gonna have to take the long way to get iced tea. Hook shot. You've got to be kidding me. Okay, we're going up the mountain after this. Apparently Trinex is not... Oh wait, no, I know who the boss is, that's why. So Ice Palace was the answer. Yeah, hook shot, definitely hype. Because that opens up so much now. Uh-oh. Get out of there. See, really, now I just need the... Oh, still no fire source, though. Oh. I wish I would have counted my items better. I didn't even need to go there. Oh, yep, that was a redeem on Twitch. Jaws is a channel point redeem there. I taught myself how to do basic animations for, well, primarily for the Misadventures of Laura, but wait, we need to do this first. Oh, I was just gonna say, wait, am I gonna be able to beat Cold Stare with this loadout? And then I remember that, wait, this isn't Cold Stare, we're fine. And that gives us the green pendant also. Hey, come over here. All right, piece number 4. Now we're gonna be moving though. The only boss that can stop me at this point is Trinex. Which, let's touch the picket. Use the bottle of red. Oh, I thought I gave I thought the flute was activated. Hey, Underground, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. I thought the GBA Friday the 13th was good, but there were some questionable decisions that kept it from being great. Mainly with the timer being like, you need a quicker way to get to the kids if you're over by the cave. But like, if you're over by the cave and Jason attacks the kids, you're in a lot of trouble. Because you don't really have any time to get back there. Lee Ving also played Mr. Body in the Clue movies. Not sure if it's the same guy, but... Yes, up the mountain we go. Clue is one of the greatest movies ever made. What? Who put the hole there? Just steamrolled some bats. Look, Gary, I know it's dark and you're not in logic, but I really want a fire source. A fire rod would mean we can beat any boss that we run into. I mean, I don't want to do a hammer Trinex, but... Ooh, we can get into desert now also, with that mirror. There's the fire rod, all right. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, geez, how do we want to do this now? Every level is in logic. Except for Meyer. Why wouldn't... Oh, because of the lamp. I never bought my potions. Well, actually, how do we want to... I mean, at this point, I still need swords. I am not going to go into mire right now. But I think we'll do this. We'll clear desert. We'll go and do swamp. We can finish Skull Woods. Okay, that was not ideal. No, I had no idea he got in trouble on SNL. I think this was a container heart. Yeah, we're just gonna grab that. The health is kind of feeling low here, so... So at this point, it's just, let's clear up as many dungeons as we can. Small key, gonna probably need that. A unique item requires a bomb. That could be almost anything. Big key, okay. Actually, let's go grab this because we're right next to it. Then we can get this, whatever items are on the right, and then mirror back over to the exit. Why would people get upset about that? Oh, because it's New York and New Jersey. They have a little bit of a feud, if I remember right. Oh, yeah, tearing up the set, that part I could understand a little more. Remember, there was a whole episode of How I Met Your Mother about the New York, New Jersey rivalry. So that was a waste. Let's see, this will be piece 5. Six will be swamp, 7 Hera, 8 Skull Woods. Then do we want to do Hera? Or yeah, Hera might make more sense than the GT climb. Not Hera, Turtle Rock. As much as I don't like Turtle Rock, it's better than the climb in Ganon's Tower. That's the wrong pot. Actually, if we're routing it that way, does it make sense to save Swamp for last? Because after Swamp, you just leave and you walk right up into Ganon's Tower. Now, I remember the Fear video game that was a first-person shooter. That was awesome. Uh-oh. Thank you, Quarter Magic. So yeah, I think the smart money here is actually to save Swamp. going to Swamp last makes a lot of sense, because that's a lot quicker to get to Ganon. That's right, I still gotta go do... I keep forgetting about Skull Woods. Skull Woods is 6, Hera is 7, Swamp is 8, GT Basement is 9, and Turtle Rock is 10. Yeah, that's all. Hey Jet, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. If I'm gonna go back to speedrunning something, I need to have a much more open schedule where I can play it daily and not get rusty. But May does look like a good month. There's none of the kids, both of my kids are done with activities in May. So I was hoping to at least clear up Resident Evil 1 and 2 from like over a year ago. Maybe try to get used to Simon's Quest or something like that. Who's the boss in Argus? Ugh. I mean, that's not gonna be very fun. Can Argus even be damaged by Fighter's Sword? Or am I just gonna be sitting there launching? Well, the original Metroid would be fun. I've wanted to do retro achievements on that for a while, too. Oh, she's Argus with the Fighter's Sword. I was thinking about the boss itself, not even thinking about the Puffs portion. This is all gonna be terrible. Yeah, that's right, hammer would work pretty well. And I've got the health, and I've got the bottles and everything. Uh-oh. Phew. Oh wait, this is not a great boss room for this. Why did it have to be Skull Woods? For Jaws, I had the speedrun record for that for a while. Right now I had 306 or 307 or something. Right now Slackinator has a 304, I think. And Space Colonizer is grinding it again. Because the record kind of switches between me, Slack, and Space. We don't self-improve it. Once we get it, we let the other ones go for it. And it was technically my turn, but I was like, I don't really... The Jaws is what made me stop speedrunning. That script was just miserable. Kind of like this fight. That sucked. Oh, I guess we can just use the spikes. I mean, that works. I will take it. So that part actually wasn't that bad. If it wasn't for that floor, Argus would have been easy. Oh, I was gonna say, do I have money for this? Yes, we do. All right, hour 21, and we're finally getting up to Paradox Cave. What? And maybe, depending on how things go out of Ganon's Tower and stuff, maybe I just skip Spiral. Speedrun for Mario, I'm not sure about that. I want to say maybe Niftsky. But yeah, that's not a game I've ever ran. Silvers, very nice. Would have been a lot more useful like 2 minutes ago. I still don't have a cape. Well, that desert compass was a little bit late. Hey, Admiral, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. Yeah, we're making progress. All right, Dead Rocks. So I think what I'm gonna do here, we're gonna go clear out the Tower of Hera. Then we'll come back, we'll take Spiral Cave down, we'll go back up through Super Bunny. We can get to Turtle Rock. Vitreous, okay, this will be very easy with those silvers. Hey Blaine, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. Why do I keep forgetting the day? Compass the Thieves Town. That would have been useful really early too. Ooh, a sword and Mimic Cave. Let's go. Well, that sword and Mimic Cave says we are definitely doing Turtle Rock then. There is no more question. Turtle Rock is being done. I've never actually, well, I've played Mario 64, but it's been very brief. I really wasn't a N64 kid. I played Resident Evil 2, Gauntlet Legends, and a little bit of GoldenEye. Made it. And there is an item left in Hera Basement. We're missing a lot still. Well, mainly the lamp and like a cape. Burna's not going to be very useful at this point. Unless I get 2 more swords. We're going to wait for that to happen. Ow. Okay, stop that. All right, that is crystal number 7. Yeah, I am not a fan of Ocarina of Time. Well, I mean, I liked Young Link a lot, but Adult Link what made me very sad. Like doing this, but there's too many things I still want. Like, I'd really prefer to have a lamp for going into Turtle Rock. So we'll go over by Turtle Rock, we'll get Super Bunny and Hookshot Cave. Mimic Cave had a sword. Yeah, I'm not doing I'd rather do Turtle Rock than the GT climb. And Turtle Rock is made of suck and fail. Well, that's a good safety. But it's really not anything to get excited about. If Trinex is in the basement of GT, if it's Ice Trinex, that is going to be such a huge problem. I played the NES Bomberman. I played the Game Boy Color ones, like Max Champion, and I played Super Bomberman a lot. That's actually why I changed the music for bosses in this MSU to the Super Bomberman one. I love that track. All right, in we go. Wait, nope. Dead rocks, get out of my way. Yeah, I'm definitely doing TR first. And if I have a Master Sword, at least an Ice Trinex would be a little more doable. I mean, if all else fails before Ganon, there's always a sword in Swamp. That's like a rule. Okay, everything's really backload. I mean, odds are I'll find good stuff in GT Basement. Burna, okay. That'll be really useful if I find 2 more swords. 3rd bottle. I haven't played a Bobo's Big... I watched Slackinator play a Bobo's Big Adventure before, but I've never done that one myself. Guess we don't really need to worry about what it is to get in there. We've got everything. Thank you, iframes. Alright, if you've got a jam emote, get it ready because we are headed into the best MSU in the entire game. Well, I'm pretty sure I have it on my flash cart. I've just never actually played it. But it is time for Turtle Rock and the mechanical base stage from Over Horizon. Some arrows in a Sage's Cloud. That's just great. I really appreciate you putting arrows in there. I very rarely do Turtle Rock and boss hunts, so I don't hear this track very much anymore. And the whole reason it's here is just because I hate Turtle Rock so much. I'm actually gonna have to pull up a map to navigate the the teleportal room down in the basement too. Not the teleporter block room. Unless the game just wants to give us the lamp in here. I just gotta get, oh, the chain chomp room though. What I could really use is a full heart refill from a piece of heart. I might have to use Burna in the chain chomp room otherwise. Big key, okay. Don't look at me. Missed. Okay, I really want to get to the anti-fairies. Oh wait, this isn't gonna work. Go, go, go! I don't have powder, I just have a net. I was thinking I had powder. That's okay, there's plenty of money to buy bottles with. Okay, we're doing good. Everything is fine. I'm gonna get a second sword at like an hour 40, well, hour 35 minutes. If I knew how, you can fake powder outside a magic bat? I didn't know that was an option. I knew if you could fake powder at magic bat. Oh boy. Send help. Tink. Yeah, I did the mushroom turn-in already. And we're gonna go this way. I should watch more. I know, like, I didn't realize Speed Gaming had like a channel where they show classic matches, and you see Andy in there all the time, and I should really watch those when I'm looking for something to do. Well, more than I already do. Actually, if I die partway through, that's not too bad. Because we'll get to come back. I love Double Dragon. One of the first things I did when I got my Super Console was play the arcade version of it. Come here, Mimic. You are guarding something that I want. A Master Sword at 1 hour and 35 minutes. That is kinda sad. Wow, I was really hoping for Sankheart there. Should probably get this dark room ready. Because we're gonna be in the dark downstairs here. Turtle Rock Dark Room. This one I should know. Just because it's basically just pressing you're just holding a button, you're not actually navigating. There we go. Right, so here we go. Then down, and then basically left. And we're through! Alright, now the first thing I'm gonna do is this to fix my respawn point. Now if I die, I can come right back to here in the back. And we're not going to be losing a ton of time. You stay there. Hey, Sandcart or... Okay. So this is where all the health was. Ow, my butt. Yeah, those things hurt a lot. Oh, I haven't even looked at who the boss is here. We might want to do that. It's Moldorm. Okay. That's not Moldorm, that's Landmo. Oh, I missed. That was close. All right, piece number 8. So that means our last pendant must be Meyer. Which we will not be going to. Oh, that's right, you can't run into the Lionels if you just have a Master Sword. I guess the real question is, after we finish... Well... Is after I'm done with GT Basement... We'll see if I save and quit or mirror out and try to find more. Because Swamp would be a really, really quick go mode. But if I don't get one more sword, I'm not going to want to go mode Swamp. I think X could definitely use some steroids. There we go. We're fine. Heck, now at this point, I don't even know if we'll need to refill our other bottle. I think I've got 2 blues. Oh, the book. Getting that other sword, I probably would have been quicker to just go around the right. Through Dark Magician. No Crystal Lake tonight. But that'll happen on Wednesday. Yeah, that is a bug with Stream Elements. It used to cover the whole screen until Chaser gave me the idea that I should have thought of a long time before that of just changing the chat window. Like, shortening it so it can't go up that high. That had never even crossed my mind. Whoops, that was really close. I almost walked right into that because I was trying to update my tracker. Nothing that useful in Ganon's Tower yet. We are going to get to Super Go Mode Swamp, though, which is going to be really nice. That's better. Into the pit with you. Not Trinex, please. Don't be Trinex. I'm stuck. What? How did it do that much damage? I thought I still had a good chunk of health left. I was gonna be like, I was sitting there thinking, yeah, it's really glad I got that tempered sword. Now we can do Trinex without that. At least now we can still do this without much of a problem, and then I just couldn't land any shots. Okay, we're just gonna skip this. Yeah, that went terribly. Well, at least I have the money to go back and buy a bunch of bottles of blue on the way to Swamp, because this is who knows how much longer this is gonna take. I was sitting there, I was looking at the timer, and I'm like, oh, this should be done in under 2 hours. We're making really good time. And then Trinex, and then this happened. Go away. It's gonna turn off. It's gonna go away. Made it. Whew. Okay. All right, at least we'll get 4 more items here. All right, another bottle of blue. That'll be useful. That's not useful at all, though. Now I'm trying to rush, and I'm just getting sloppy. Okay, we're gonna take it slow this time. Yeah, I definitely need a bottle of something. Wow. All right, Trinex, round 2. Now, hopefully with 100% more death, less death, not more death, less death. Hey, stop taking my magic. I need this. That took so much magic. Nope. All right, one down. What, it's not dead? I was gonna say, how much health does that head have? I will use all of them if I have to. I hate you, Trinex. Yep, hopefully back to the wheel on Wednesday. Oh boy. How much damage does that do? Holy buckets. Oh, that sucked. Can you imagine if I mirrored out of there before getting my Triforce piece? Really needed red mail. This is fine though. Luckily, that third bottle of blue that was found came in clutch. Yeah, I'm really glad that I'm not going, I'm not doing the climb here, because going into tire room for that would have sucked. I mean, I still have no idea where the lamp is. Immortal does seem like it's what we would get first, based on how my luck tends to go. Can you imagine if I didn't have blue mail? I was just sitting like, oh, Ice Trinex will be fine. Sometimes I have a great Ice Trinex fight, other times it goes like that. I don't think I've ever had a worse one than that. Ow. Come on, I want to finish this in under 2 hours. Jerks. So we are just gonna fly. Only grabbing well, I'll grab the diver down chests and the one in the waterfall room because I'm walking right by them, but aside from the small key here, I don't think we're getting anything. It's always nice to do a go mode swamp. And having it as your last dungeon. Because it's so easy to get to the pyramid from here. Just gonna grab this too. Alright, do I have the bombs to do Specky Clip? Uh-oh. There we go. Jerk. Oh, this reminds me, I should play Aquaria one of these days on stream. That's where this and the Ice Palace track are from. Great underwater Metroidvania. You leave me alone, Blob. Oh, there's my powder and my cape. Wow. I have no idea what this boss is going to be. Who haven't we seen yet? We saw Vitreous. Have we seen everybody? Yeah, we saw Armos. Saw Lanmo. So this is going to be a duplicate, and it's Vitreous. Actually... oh geez, I enabled the normal arrows, didn't I? Okay. That's better. There's powder on my cape. Oh no, Moth was in, Moth was the first boss. Moth was in Thieves Town. Lanmo was in Turtle Rock. Armos Knights were in Ice. Moldorm was... where was Moldorm? Moldorm was in Eastern. Oh, I haven't seen Halmasaur. We saw Argus. We saw Moth. We saw Blind. We saw Cold Stare. Yeah, the only one I haven't seen is Halmasaur. So Halmasaur must have either been in Lanmo 2, Moldorm 2, or Meyer. I should have no problem getting this done in under 2 hours. Which is really good for a boss shuffle with no starting flute. Didn't get up the mountain until an hour and a half. I'm gonna stand close because I need to be in range for my sword. I love quarter magic. Coward. Okay, Ganon, this is getting ridiculous. Oh sure, and this is the spot that you finally pick to settle. Got him. That's not gonna work. Missing a lot of doubles. But we still got them. Oh, a bottle of blue cheese. Don't get me wrong, I do like blue cheese, but drinking it like it's water, I don't feel like that would be very good. I feel like that would be kind of yucky. My princess is in another castle. LOL. Lol. I know I've seen pranks where people like they'd put an onion in caramel and make like a caramel onion and then make people think it was a caramel apple. Hey Minty, welcome in. Thanks for the GGs. Hope you're having a good Monday. So overall, that was a really weird seed. Like, I still have absolutely no idea where my lamp was. So technically, a couple of the things I did weren't in logic because I was pulled up, like, yeah, Turtle Rock wasn't in logic at that point. Neither was the back of Pod where all my good stuff was. Wait, no, that was just where 2 bottles were. So 2 of those 4 bottles weren't even in logic there. So if I had to guess, I mean, there's not a lot of places left. There's Pad, there's Ether Tablet, there's Bombos, there's Magic Bat, there's 3 items in Mire. I think like 4 or 5, well no, 3 or 4 items in Swamp. There was Spike Cave. And there was the GT Climb, because we know the big GT Big was in Tile Room. So there's not a lot of places that the lamp could have been. Thanks to the GG's Retro Nook. That one death was a really bad one. 177, not the greatest collection rate, but I will take it. Yeah, it was definitely nice to be able to do something on a Monday night. I'm glad it worked out where it's been so long. I used to do like Mega Man Mondays. Every Monday I'd play a different Mega Man game. And I can't remember the last time I streamed on a Monday. But we're getting into that glorious month and a half of the year where it's not super, super busy. Well, maybe this next one will be better because my oldest daughter decided she wants to do volleyball instead of dance, so we'll have a little more free time, but who knows. Thanks for the GG's. Ken. That's the play on name. But I should probably head to bed because I got to get up at 4:30 for work tomorrow. And it's a little after 9 here right now. So yeah, thank you so much for hanging out tonight, everyone. I hope you all have a great night. Stay safe, get a good night's sleep. We'll not be back tomorrow. My youngest daughter has her gymnastics class until 8:45. So it'll basically be when I'm going to, like, well, she would just be getting home about 15 minutes ago. But we should be back Wednesday night for Friday the 13th wheel spins. So yeah, thanks again, everyone. Hope you have a great next couple days, and we will hopefully see you next time. And